Donald Trump likes to tout the fact, or in his idea, the fact that he has increased jobs in the United States. He is a big job creator, and it's because of his policies on either cutting taxes or deregulating things. But in reality, if you look at the numbers, and this is according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and also by Bloomberg, 2017 was the year that job creation slowed down considerably. In fact, Trump's much hyped job boom was actually the worst year of job creation since 2011. And we have the numbers to prove it to you. But Cenk's actually gonna maybe defend Trump.
A little bit.
So we'll get to that in a second. Now, according to Bloomberg, US payroll gains slowed by more than forecast in December. Wage growth picked up slightly, and the unemployment rate held at the lowest level since 2000, adding to signs of a full employment economy. Job gains, while less than forecast, bring the 2017 total to 2.06 million jobs. That's below 2016, okay? Now, if you go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the number of jobs created last year were actually the fewest in a year since 2011. And here is a graph to kind of show you how things played out throughout the year. So 2011 being the first year shown on that graph, and you can see the dip from 2014 to 2017. Now, even Fox News had to admit that the jobs created under Trump's presidency were lackluster, or the number were lackluster. Let's take a look at their tweet. Shows you year by year how many jobs were created, and if you can see, 2017 was the lowest number since 2011. Okay. Now, with that said, you have to keep in mind that the unemployment rate is extremely low. So, Cenk, this is your opportunity to jump in.
Yeah. So, a couple of things here. He says that he's #1 with jobs. He tweet after tweet, he's something about how God's going to be amazed at how many jobs he creates or something, right? Mm-hmm. So. Well, okay, if you're that over the top, then I guess you've got a higher hurdle to clear, and he didn't clear that hurdle because Clinton and Obama, et cetera, were better on average. But to be fair, and this is a funny kind of backhanded compliment to him, but Obama created so many jobs that there aren't that many jobs left to create. So for example, we lost about 8.7 million jobs during the recession under Bush. So Obama, and again, this is now, I'm just trying to be fair. So you lose all those jobs, then Obama adds all of them back. So you give him credit for that, you give him tremendous credit for that, but he had to add them back, right? Because there was a recession. So then you put a grain of salt on how many jobs Obama added back, but he did the right things and got them back, and he's a part of that puzzle. Now the unemployment rate is low enough that it's harder to bring it down lower. Right. So yes, so Trump has added jobs. He hasn't been able to add as many jobs as Obama, but he didn't start in as big a hole as Obama did. He started in pretty good shape. Now, so if you were being fair, if Trump was being fair, he'd say, look, Obama did an amazing job of creating all these jobs, so I didn't have as many jobs to be able to create. But hey, I did a pretty good job, and that would be fair. Right?
I actually really don't like the way that the data is presented in reference to jobs, because what does it mean? Oh, we created 2.06 million jobs in 2017. Okay, but what's the quality of those jobs? What do those jobs pay? Are those full-time jobs that offer benefits? Right. Like if you are working a couple hours a week, making minimum wage, you're considered employed. That's considered a job, but that is not a job that will help you make ends meet and provide a roof over your head or food on the table for your family. So I wish that the conversation focused more on the quality of the jobs that are created, as opposed to, oh yeah, there's millions of jobs created under my presidency. I don't care. That's honestly, that number is really irrelevant to me when we talk about the wages and how stagnant they've been. And yes, wages have gone up slightly, but the main word there is slightly. It has not kept up with inflation, and that's the big issue.
Well, I think that he's talking about creating jobs for more McDonald's workers who make his food, right? You know what I mean? Like there are a whole lot more McDonald's workers. I come here to make my commentary. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm not an expert. I'm not a political pundit. That's what these guys are here for. So what I want to say about this is that as Obama was a politician and as corrupt and as messed up as politicians are, he seems to be the bar for Donald Trump, because everything that he does is in comparison to what Obama did. And Obama really made such an impression where I see those tweets with the letter O. It's like it's an obsession with Obama and undoing everything Obama did for his base who hate Obama because Obama is a black man and he was in the White House. But it's just, don't you think that, aren't you tired of it? Like, I am so tired. Can you stop tweeting about Obama and everything that you do in comparison to what Obama did and just set your own bar and your own standard? Because it's getting kind of old. Even the people who love Donald Trump are getting tired of hearing about
Or
Obama.
can you just stop tweeting, period?
Well,
like, that would be nice.
That's ambitious.
Yeah. Michael Schur earlier in the show was making a very similar point. And I remember I happened to be the one White House Correspondents' Dinner that I was at, that when Obama made fun of Donald Trump, and man, Trump was so mad at that, right? And for him, like, and you know the racial components too, like who's this guy to make fun of me?
Absolutely.
And that got so under his very thin skin. It wasn't hard to get under that thin skin. And you're right, he's obsessed with it. Now, to the substance of the jobs issue, Anna is overwhelmingly right here. So, and by the way, again, fair to criticize both Trump and Obama about
Any
this.
president, yes.
So it's not that the jobs created are irrelevant. It's better to have jobs than not to have jobs. Better to have lower unemployment. So God bless on that. But the quality of the jobs is enormously important. And the ones that were created under Obama were also not very good. Okay, the ones created under Trump, these are all really low-wage jobs. That's why America, and it's not because of our productivity. American workers have done a fantastic job. Productivity is sky high, and it has been throughout. Okay, but in 1978, wages flatlined. If you look at the chart, it's like this for productivity. It goes just like that. So you're doing a wonderful job. You're working your ass off, and wages are going up with it until 1978, and then boom, it flatlines. The system is rigged. They rigged it by keeping the minimum wage low, by making sure corporations got more tax cuts. And what did Trump do? He just gave them even more tax cuts. And he said that it would create record amount of jobs, but it hasn't. And he certainly hasn't created very good jobs. So that's the most important part of this fallacy.
Right.
And it's a mass hysteria. I just came from a little steel town in Pennsylvania where I was performing last week. And all those steel factories are closed. And those people really think that he's gonna bring that back. And we were sitting talking to these people and they really believe in him, that he's gonna create these jobs and their town is gonna be booming again. And that's the sad thing about it, is that, you know.
Yeah, and when they come to find out that he didn't, they're gonna be pretty pissed.
Yeah.
If you become a member of the Young Turks, you'll be saying,
you know, I'm like a smart person.
So do it right now, tytnetwork.com/join. Get the whole Young Turks show every day.